Namaste. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste friends. I am Yogi Devraj from Yoga University of the Americas. I welcome you all for this yoga session. A very interesting, important subject in Sanatana Dharma or yoga is karma theory. Friends, we have discussed about various types of karmas like prarabdha, agami and sanchita. Little bit. Because these subjects are very, very deep. We can discuss with you only when you practice it for some time, experiencing both good and bad in your life, then we can discuss more. Simply, it's not a theoretical subject of discussing something and leaving it and go away. No. This is directly connected to your life. That's the most important thing. See, it's a lifetime education about life itself. So that is why we need to undergo as per the scriptures or the shastras. Like, I will tell you one very interesting thing. Yoga is an experimental, experiential science. Like swimming. Right? If you are, welcome friend, Subhanar Simanji, welcome. So, when swimming is a subject of practical importance, how can you learn only by studying theory for 1 year or 2 years? Unless and until you jump into water, you will never learn swimming. Same way, when yoga is a science of life, you have to get into your life. That is why repeatedly, right from day one, I am telling you what is the purpose of your life. Please work on that. Without knowing that, asking questions or trying to argue or telling something else is of no use. What is that you want to achieve in this present life? That's a basic thing. For that, karma theory helps in its own way. If you learn what is karma theory, understand, analyze and implement in your life. Now I will tell you something which is again of practical importance, where you have to practice. See, sanchita, prarabdha, agami karma, all the three are having its own effect on your life. You consider these are three buckets or three bags. You have to be concerned about which bag I am using right now in each when you are dealing with each of Vyakti, Vastu, Vishaya, Ghatana. Most important. As I told you, our whole life, our whole mind is full of only these 4 points. Vyakti means individuals. Vastu means things. Vishaya means subject. Ghatana means incidents. That's all we deal with. When you are dealing with these 4 things, these 4 items, we need to understand which bag I am trying to use right now in this particular decision or particular action. That is why Kaya, Vacha, Manasa. You have to understand clearly. Kaya means action. Vacha means words, verbal. Manasa means intentions, emotions, feelings, empathy, whatever you call it. Which is pushing you to take that decision? Is it Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya? Arishad Vargas? Or your love, serving attitude, right? Compassion, passion, empathy, sympathy. What is making you to do that? That is very, very, very important. So, these three bags, Sanchita, Agami and Prarabdha, you have to be very clear which one you are using right now. Supposing you are undergoing a bad time. I told you, each and every one of us, irrespective of the millionaire or billionaire or anything, everyone will undergo these type of things, miseries in their life. Never ever think, oh, they are nothing, they are always in heaven. No, no such things. Because some people will always crave upon such things, discuss upon such things only. No. See, always good things also will come. That is why Samatvam Yoga Uchate. You should be always equipoise, always balanced. Then only you can understand the consequences of good thing or a bad thing coming in your life. You will not show any reaction to these things because they are bound to come. Because it's only your creation. As I explained in Prarabdha Karma. See, I will give you an example. Because through examples only we can understand better. In your brahmacharya itself, you are very clear what is the purpose of your life. Then it helps you to select or choose your life partner, whether husband or wife. Isn't it? Supposing if you are not clear about your purpose of life, if you choose your life partner, you may be committing a mistake. You may be committing a mistake. Because you don't know yourself where you are going and you are going to choose your life partner. Maybe she is also not aware or he is also not aware where he is heading or moving or the direction. Then you will also definitely going to do a mistake. That is why, friends, today's marriages are different. Without any direction, without any goal, without knowing any purpose of marriage, simply they get married. See, in Atma Darshana Yoga, in one of the sessions, I asked this question, why you got married? Most of them, they don't know. Though they are married for 10 years or 5 years or 15 years, whatever. Why such a thing? They don't have any clarity of their own life. Forget about marriage. See, marriage is one part in life, but you should know what is complete life. Why you are here? See, you go to a place now. Supposing you go to a place. You should know why you are gone. Supposing you are gone for sightseeing. What is that you have to do? Sightseeing. Supposing you are gone for business. You should know you are gone for business. Supposing you are gone for working. You should know that you are gone for working. Supposing you mix it, or if you don't understand what happens, you just see. Without understanding the purpose we are leading our life means all these problems will happen. Once you know the purpose of life It's very interesting your life becomes, because you know what is to be chosen, what you don't need. Supposing you have gone to a university for doing masters or doctorate, you have got a room very next to your classroom, or one side is library, one side is classroom and all that. Do you require a costliest car? No need, no. Your father may be able to afford to get it, or you yourself may get it. It's okay. But is it required? You are going to spend 2-3 years. If you buy, what happens? You'll be just keeping there. And it's a very serious thing, I'm telling. Because you have to work there, you have to be doing research there, everywhere. Again, I'm telling, the other side is costliest car. No need. And there is a very good facility of internal bus or something like that. See, what I mean to say is, you have to understand what is the purpose of your life first. Then try to get all other things towards that only. Supposing you want to become a physics scientist. If you take chemistry as your major subject in 11th and 12th and degree, where are you heading? See, you have taken a chemistry as your subject and you want to become a physicist. Is it possible? No. Same way, you need to understand what exactly is your purpose of life. Then you can understand these karma theory beautifully. Like, I'll give one more example. You are going for a short journey by bus, right? Supposing the person, you are in the aisle seat, the person next to you is close to the window. He wants to keep it open or he wants to keep it closed. Or whatever. He does it because he thinks it's his prerogative. Right? Being in the aisle and it's a short distance, what is that you have to do? It's okay. Whether he opens it, closes it, be happy with that. Then what happens? You can reach the place safe, quiet, happily, keeping your mind calm and cool. Or if you take action against him. If you keep on telling, you close it, he will open. You'll tell, you close it, he will open it. This continues, not only closing and opening, it's also hitting your mind, disturbing your mind till you reach your destination. Maybe after reaching your destination also, your mind is not calm. Because those thoughts are, no, you should not have done like that. What is there after all? If only I was telling, I was requesting, he is not obliging me. So what type of people they are? I don't know. They don't have any samskaras. They don't have any feelings for others. All these things you will be running in your mind. It takes long time. But where you are going is the most important work in that village, in that place. What is important? Getting that work done is important, not this window. But if you spend more time on window, you will not be in a position to understand the situation which you are going to face for the main work for which you have started. We do not only window in a bus, we do lot of things in our life also. See, I'll give one more example. Supposing, like great devotees, you have decided to worship, meditate on Lord Ganesha. Lifetime you have taken up. No, I am fascinated by Ganesha, Lord Ganesha. He is helping me to take this life towards moksha. So I believe only Ganesha. I love Ganesha. I worship Ganesha. I meditate on Ganesha. Everything is fine. You have decided also. once you are trying to marry a girl, what is that thing you need to understand? You need to tell her that I love, meditate, worship only Lord Ganesha. What about you? If she tells, I also do the same thing, how happily your life would be. Rest of your whole life is beautiful, congenial, right? Supposing she tells no, I don't believe in any gods. There are 33,000 gods in Sanatana Dharma, so I don't want. I don't worship any god. I don't believe in that system at all. Especially somehow I am not, happy or convenient with Lord Ganesha. Then what happens to your life? So, what is required? When you are getting married, you have to clarify completely about your feelings, if at all it is ready. I think you are getting my point now. If it is not so, at that point of time it is agami karma. If you don't do that, it becomes prarabdha to live with a lady who is not at all in your line of thinking. Whose prarabdha? Your prarabdha. Because of what? Because of agami karma, whatever you are doing at that point of time. Say I told you, the small one going in a bus for a very good work, shouting or scolding or quarreling with a person next to you, forget about it. Just ignore. That's all. Because important is that here again, marrying a lady means it's for lifetime. Never ever think of the second one. That's closed. Because rest of your life you should be happy to be with that person so that you can do, meditate and lead your happy life. That is why while marrying in Bharat, they tell dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That means husband to wife or wife to husband should live together till they get moksha. It's not just for dharma, it's not just for artha, it's not just for kama, its ultimate is moksha. That means, that is why, of course, friends, probably will explain it in some other time, but for the purpose of understanding I am telling you. In Bharat we tell husband and wife is made for each other, not only in this life, for the all 7 lives. 7 lives. Why that 7 lives? That is why Saptapadi. Why that Saptapadi again? All these things towards why moksha again? Completely clearing all your sanchita karma also. Then only moksha, no? So, she should help you to take care of Niswartha Seva. See? If she doesn't allow, if he or she doesn't allow, then what happens? All these things happen. So, yoga is for the whole life, friends. I request all of you to join this great movement of yoga, at least from this 2020 International Day of Yoga, which is coming just this Sunday. We have got a program morning 6 to 8 because from 8:30 there is eclipse. So please join us. See, you consider only, probably I will close it tomorrow. If you got any questions, please write to me. And it is only referring to your life only. Never ever mix with others' life. Only your life. And send a question to me only after you dwell in that for some time. Don't ask me a question just for the sake of question because I don't know your life. I know the general principles of yoga. Using that, I will be explaining it to you. See, yoga is like instructions or the directions to run how this life should be. But if you do mistakes right in the beginning, it continues for a long time. So, we will come back to the subject. We have three bats. One is Sanchita, one is Prarabdha, one is Agami. Now you have to apply all these things straight away into the life itself. What is that? If you are able to understand these three, if you are able to identify all these three in your life, moment by moment by moment, you can be very successful yogi. See, if it is Agami, I told you, Kaya, Vacha, Manasa, it should match. And the most important thing is, in Manasa, it's not just the mind, instinctive mind, no. That should be already merged with your Atma, soul. Such a mind is required. You have to prepare that mind. That is what is most important in case of Agami Karma. For that, what is required? You need a mentor, you need a guru, you need satsang. I have seen many boys, yesterday I think itself, one boy has come, has given 13-14 lakhs of rupees to somebody just like that. Or, okay, maybe he would have made some few things. But now he is struggling for few hundreds. Is it wise? When yourself don't have money, why do you give it to others? Secure your life. I told you, secure. See, like in case of marriage, if you get a wife of your understanding, there is nothing like that. There is nothing like that in your life. Many things are taken care just like that. But that decision is Agami Karma. We have to take considering all the facts. But nowadays, what is happening is, they do dating also for 6 months, 1 year, 3 years. Still, they get into problem just after marriage. Because they don't know about the dating also. It's not just a physical movement or understanding, friends. Understanding to the level of Atma. Understanding to the level of what is her purpose of life and what is your purpose of life. When you are able to match that, then it becomes easy. I am seeing a lot of cases. They do dating for 6 months, get married, or 3 years, get married. Within 3 months, that boy gets into suicide. Why suicide? Nowadays it's increasing in Bharat also. Why? We are not able to understand our own life, friends. That is why suicide. Suicide is the worst way of crime. Unfortunately, our education doesn't permit to make them very strong to face the world or face the life. We are not ready. Even I was like that before coming to yoga. I was egoistic. Because there is no education. Neither parents tell you, nor your teachers tell you how to be. That is why we insist better to have a mentor or a guru always with you so that you will be guided properly. He should be a selfless guru. Again, selfish means he will be planning for your money or your position or other things. Please. Then comes being satsang. Second. One is guru, second is satsang. That means select your friends who are going in the right path. Again friends, right path means what? Somebody is enjoying life and you think that enjoying life at any cost is good, fine, he will become your good friend. That is not the thing. Don't create any problems to yourself and also for others. Think before you do anything. That is applies to Agami Karma. One is Guru, second is Satsang, third is believe in God. Believe in God. Believe in God means tapas, swadhyaya, Ishvara, pranidhan. Only when you surrender to God using bhakti yoga, He takes care of you. Only when you believe God completely, you will be taken care completely by the God. Otherwise, don't believe. It is not a show off. It's only the intimate connection of yourself with the God. That is the thing required for Agami Karma when you are taking decisions of your life, day-to-day life. Then, Prarabdha Karmas. If you feel that you are passing through a bad time, just accept it. Don't protest. Never ever protest. Just be with that. That will also go away. As I told you, any person, right from his birth till today, neither is happy nor unhappy. Because happiness also comes and goes. Unhappiness also comes and goes. Nothing stays. So don't worry. Even if it is very bad time, still it goes off. For Bharat people, I can give you an example of, we consider Sri Rama as avatar, part of Mahavishnu. Even he has undergone 14 years of Vanavas. But finally what happened? Even after 14 years, he has come back. After killing many Rakshasas, making the world place to live. At that point of time, live happily. Even in case of Mahabharata, you will see that Pandavas, though they are very happy, they are very good, dharmic, they were dragged to the unfortunate thing which happened in Hastinapur, because of which they were forced to go to 12 years plus 1 year of Ajnatavasa, Vanavas. Though they are in Dharma only, what they have done in the previous birth, for you and me also, friends, we don't know what we have done earlier. Because of that, we are experiencing all these things in our life. So, the best way is to accept, allow it to go in our life. That is the best principle for Prarabdha Karma. Because definitely when there is a up, when you are cycling, it is, very difficult to go up. Once if you reach that top, after that what? It's only down. It cannot be up further, no? After reaching the top, it's only down on the other side or this side if you want to come back. That is what is the life. Once you are undergoing any problem, that means you are going to get good time also. Once you are in the path of yoga, if you spoil your own life, if you go for suicide, then you may not get. You will get only when you are with yoga, when you are with the Guru, when you are in good company, when you are surrendering to God. These are the things which makes you to get the good life. So that is about Prarabdha Karma. Next thing is Sanchita Karma. See, God has given wonderful intelligence or wisdom only for human beings and to nobody else. When that is the case, let us understand there are billions of people below us. Let us see such people. in all respects, maybe in position, money, what sort of it, all sorts of things. We are much, much better. Physical body, we are so much intact. Be grateful, be thankful to God, be thankful to Creator. He has given beautiful body. But don't stop there. Help, support, love, serve people who are not able to reach their minimum of their life expenses or experiences in their life. I told you yesterday about daughter and all that. So just help people without expecting anything. That is what is Niswartha Seva. In the meantime, I also request you to go through the book Pulse of Vedic Wisdom written by me. All these things are given there. Friends, please write text in Facebook anything about this karma theory, because I may end up this or close this karma theory discussion tomorrow. Then I'm only wishing to tell you something about advanced Panchakosha Viveka using Mandukya Upanishad. In case you are interested, you just text me, or if you got any questions also you can text me. It's very interesting subject again to understand in one's life. Friends, I thank you so much for watching and sharing to spread this great knowledge. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, friends. Anshula, Subharatam, Soumya, Arvind, and many more which I am not able to see right now. Thank you all, friends, and good night to USA people and good day for Bharat people. See you tomorrow. Please practice these principles in your life. Let God bless you all. Thank you. Namaste.